How do you even date a girl who has driven Mustangs, Porsches, Lamborghinis? Yo, guys, what's up? I hope you guys are well, mentally, financially, physically, spiritually, holistically. I hope you guys are well. Nolali in the building. So today, guys, I'm so excited. We are kickstarting the brand new web series called Young Professionals, where I will be bringing you amazing people doing amazing things in their industry, just to inspire us. Super excited today, so humbled and privileged and honored to not introduce. I'm not gonna introduce her. She's gonna introduce herself.
So hey, and thank you so much for having me. So my name is Ziphorah Masethe, and I go by the name of CoolCar Chick, which is basically my alias and the brand that I'm trying to build right now. And CoolCar Chick basically just comes from me being a chick working in the motoring industry and just trying to make it look as cool and as enjoyable as possible, because I am having fun. I'm currently a producer and a presenter, and I started off as a motoring journalist, just mainstream motoring journalist, and now I've joined Ignition TV, which is the only motoring channel in Africa, and I'm working as a presenter and a producer.
You're killing it, and you currently are just killing it. So you said you're a motoring journalist. So let's just break that down.
Yeah.
What is a motoring journalist? What did you study? And what goes into becoming a motoring journalist?
All right. So a motoring journalist is basically somebody who writes and reviews cars, writes about and reviews cars. So any latest cars that are coming up in the market, a motoring journalist will be the first to review that car. It also goes into any kind of topic that has to do with cars, from manufacturing to how the car works, to fuel consumptions, to definitely the automotive industry and the space. So how I came about it is I studied journalism because growing up I wanted to be a newsreader. Funny enough, that did not happen, because in my second year, the SAGMG, which is the South African Guild of Motoring Journalists, had a chairperson. Their chairperson come to our class and say, "Hey guys, TUT second students, I know you're looking for practical work. Here are other opportunities in the industry. There's something called the motoring journalist, and you get to travel, you get to attend launches of new cars, and drive these new cars and report about them and review them." And unfortunately, somehow something happened between the school and the organization, so we were not able to proceed as a class. We were supposed to send through motivational letters and our marks and everything, and one person was to be selected. But I was just like, no, man, it might have not worked, but I can hunt these people down and I can look for them, because I really am interested in doing this. So I drafted my own motivational letter. I hunted them down. I was like, okay, where do I send this, CV and what I'm about and why I'm interested? And yeah, I got called and they were just like, hey, so come for an interview and let's see what you're about. So went for the interview, and there was like 200 people, more than 200 people who had come all over, who had seen an advert saying, the South African Guild of Motoring Journalists is looking for an intern. So many people, and obviously, as you know, the most of them were guys. They were all guys.
Rolling my eyes.
They were all guys, and just like, dude. So seeing them, I was just like, obviously, guys know way more about cars than I would. So I was quite demotivated and a bit scared, but I was just like, you know what? I'm here. I'm here and I'm going to do it.
Because it's such a male-dominated industry. And every time I say these words like male-dominated, it's like rolling my eyes, because we should be so far in life.
Yep.
But it is what it is. It does what it do. So how do you tackle that?
It's definitely annoying, and to have to, say those words in 2020, as you said, it's just so tiring and annoying that, we are not further and we're not, as inclusive as we should be. But definitely coming into the industry, I was just like, I would love to put a spin. I would, instead of fitting into this industry, I want this industry to fit into who I am. So I brought that industry into who I am, and I fit it as a part of my personality and an extension. And it became so much easier once I stopped trying to fit in with everybody and what the guys were doing, how the guys were saying it, how the guys were writing stuff, how they would present themselves. And I was just like, you know what? I am a dope, young, black, pretty, beautiful chick. Why the hell do I want to change and act like the guys? Because I'll never be, and I don't want to be.
Yeah.
So I think that's how I just decided, I'm going to be comfortable in who I am, and grow a brand of, CoolCar Chick into a bossness, embodying like bossness, fabulosity, and just, outright, I'm doing this whether it is a male-dominated industry or what. And I think repackaging or reinventing how the industry is supposed to look like has made it so much easier. And I hope as more women are coming into the space, we're able to make it our own. We're able to be fabulous. We're able to be, So definitely there will be challenges. Men will look at you like, what you doing here?
Pretty face.
Exactly. It's like ufunani lona. And you do feel a bit unwelcomed at first. Going to these launches and events, most of the guys invited there, you would be the only woman and at times
Black
that is invited to these events, surrounded by guys, and it's just like, and you can feel the testosterone, you can feel the competitiveness between them. You're almost like you're there, but they don't really care.
Yeah.
So you're there, but they don't really see you. And for me, it was just, being confident and just being happy with the fact that I deserve to be here. I was invited by a manufacturer because they saw worthiness for me and a cause and a purpose for me to be here. So whether you like it or not,
I'm here, boo boo. Tell me, to someone who's upcoming and wants to be a CoolCar Chick as well, who wants to be a motoring journalist, what piece of advice can you give to them?
I think because the industry is so small, there's really ever opportunities for new people to come into the industry, especially females at that, because we're already at a minority. It definitely is important for someone who really wants to do this to kind of start it off on their own. We're so privileged that we have social media right now as a tool to, get yourself out there. So use those platforms, use your Facebook account, use your Twitter, use YouTube, use Instagram to kind of, create a space and a name for yourself, and take that as a package and say, hey guys, this is what I am, this is what I'm about, this is what I can offer. Look at me, hire me because I'm worth it. I definitely think that is so important. Create the space for yourself first and say, okay, listen, buy me, use me. You literally need me on your team. And I also like that you mentioned who wants to be a CoolCar Chick, because for me, it definitely is the umbrella of every chick who's working in the motor industry and making it look, as cool and as dope as possible and enjoying it at the same time.
That's what's up.
Yeah. That's the only advice I would give, definitely.
Awesome.
And keep at it. Do not let them tell you you cannot. There's no such thing as you cannot. You can.
Sure. Now my last question of the day is basically just talk us through your highlights. What have been some of the greatest moments of your career that you look back and you just get goosebumps, man, and it's all worth it? You wake up in the morning and you're like, I love this. I love doing this, because that's important.
It's so important. And I think in my sort of shortish career so far as, CoolCar Chick and then in the industry, I've had so many mind-blowing experiences. It would be my first trip overseas. Well, actually first trip overseas as a motoring journalist, and that was in London, and I was going to meet the new season host and presenters of Top Gear. And I was the
No.
only one from South Africa, and there was another
Goosebumps.
lady who was also from somewhere in the world, and we're just the only people they invited to come, meet these people. And I was just walking the streets of London alone, and at that moment it was just like, holy crap, this is a chick from Mamelodi who's killing it in the motoring industry and has flown all over to London to meet the cast of Top Gear, which I used to watch on TV growing up. At that moment it was just like, pinch me.
Surreal.
Right now.
Surreal.
Right now. Yeah, it was insane. And also driving the cars for me is always just an interesting thing, because I enjoy driving. But right now I've been nominated for the Women in Motoring Awards, which is
Shayari Zadla. Pombana ma champagne. Amazing! Congratulations!
I'm so excited.
Oh,
man. I'm so
man.
excited and honored. You don't know, Zami.
Talk us through it. What's
excited.
the award about, and how can people vote? Just let us in on the awards. Like, what are they about?
Yeah, so the awards are in partnership with MFC and Nedbank. They're powered by Nedbank, and every year, they choose a crop of women who they feel are making strides in the motoring industry. So when I got the nomination this year, I was like, get out of here. Is it me? So I was actually quite excited. And I'm nominated in the category Women in Excellence. And basically how you can vote for me, because obviously there's competitors in that category, and how you can vote for me is just go to my social media pages. I've literally pinned the competition and the links as well. It is Women in Motoring Awards on their Facebook page, and I'm under the category Women in Excellence. And you just like the page, like my picture, and it is a vote. So I would really appreciate those votes.
Also, guys, I will put the link of her picture directly below on this video, so you guys can go and vote for her. Team Z all the way. And I'll put her details here. If you guys want to just chat with her or ask her something, they can slide in her DMs.
Definitely.
She's such a cool person, bruh.
My DMs could use a little bit of action.
Don't say such thing. I was about to ask her, how do you even date a girl who has driven Mustangs, Porsches, Lamborghinis? How do you share? How does one share the CoolCar Chick? Like, what car do you pull up in, and you're gonna give a guy a chance?
For me, I always think guys are the most confident species on earth, because they do not care that you drove a Porsche yesterday. If they want you and that experience that you had, and maybe just put me in Nyana. So I don't, and it's so funny. Maybe I might be wrong, because I don't get shelled a lot. I do get likes Nyana here and there. I get inboxes, but somebody who says,
I don't believe that. But anyway, carry on. No, carry on. Speak your truth. Speak your truth.
I feel like a lot of guys are also just like, do I really want to be dating a girl that knows about cars more than me? Some people do find me like, oh my gosh, you're so cool and I have a crush on you. Yeah. But are they trying to date me? I don't know.
And I am so happy, and I hope you win. You deserve it. You're such a hard worker. Thank you so much for coming on board to us and speaking to us. So hopefully someone's inspired.
Thanks for having me.
All right, guys. So I will see you guys next time with the next exciting guest. Bye.